It's Emily. So here's the Absence of Nectar. You see it's yellow, it's getting old. I got it when I was 14. And then around this time, I got it. It was a darker time. The book is about a hypocritical pastor who marries a single mother. And the kids see, and the kids' view of a bizarre, weird guy who gets really close to the mom, who's real vulnerable, and he's a weirdo, and he's poisoning their food. I also have this Viper comic, Thunderbolt Jackson, there's Archangels. A lot of these come from my brother. And I have this God's Little Instruction book I got when I was like 16. They have some interesting things in here. When confronted with a Goliath-sized problem, which way do you respond? He's too big to hit, or like David, he's too big to miss. The Lord deliver me out of the paw of the lion, out of the paw of the bear. He will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. 1 Samuel 17:37. Forget yourself for others, and others will not forget you. Therefore all things, whoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them, for this is the law of the prophets. Matthew 7:12. So when I was about 19, I did paint a broken up cross on the wall. Not a lot of people know, but the peace symbol means peace without Christ. It's also the crow's foot, and it's used in initiation ceremonies for witches. I never was initiated in a coven. I never really was in a coven, but I had a lot of friends who dabbled in these things, who even lived in haunted homes. And I just, gone through sleep paralysis. Or my sister went through sleep paralysis in the same spot before, but she was working at a Christian preschool, and she said she was getting a lot of dreams and weird things were going on around that time. But for me, I think it was more like the dark veil tended to go around me, especially the most, because I got a lot of bad dreams. But I don't understand why people would try to harness that, or invite it intentionally. Like, I already have those problems. My mom used to play with Ouija boards when she was younger, and she said that when she came back for the Ouija board in the attic, it was her boyfriend's attic, it was totally flat, and when it was bent in half. And she said that she was talking to all these supposedly dead people, and then when she asked to talk to God, it stopped moving. And she decided she didn't want to go that route. I cannot get too into it, like especially the conspiracy theorists and the aliens, David Icke or whatever that guy is, David Ickey, and the Ickey people, the people into the new revolution of aliens and all this reincarnation stuff. I can't get too into that. It does get weird. But I had friends who every once in a while, you live in a haunted house and you're drinking, they're like, will bring up the things move around when my parents fight, the all the stuff in the kitchen start moving around, and plates start breaking. I'm like, oh yeah, really, yeah. And I remember when you're drunk, as you're younger, you didn't even care, but now I'm like, I probably would have gotten a little more scared than I was. I didn't really care then. It was like, whatever. Cute. It's like that, you hear a noise and you look at it and you're like, I didn't ask for that to be in there. It's like, I don't want something bugging me in the middle of the night and trying to talk to me. I've already gone through that. I would have something move around in my room. I don't want to deal with that. I had a lamp move and something followed me from a tattoo shop. They had a Ganesha statue, that Hindu idol. They had a bunch of Hindu idols in there, and the guy was obviously Satanist. He was weird. He had the card with a all-seeing eye on it, and he wanted to get the feathered snake god painted on his floor. I'm like, yeah, okay, great, go ahead and do that. Always touching up one of my tattoos.